Proverbs 26, Phase 1. 1. Honor doesn't belong to a fool any more than snow belongs in summer or rain during harvest. This means honor placed on the foolish is out of order and destructive. 2. Like a bird that flits away or a swallow that doesn't land, an undeserved curse never sticks. This teaches false accusations have no lasting authority. 3. A whip for the horse, a bridle for the donkey, and discipline for the fool's back. This is saying fools respond only to correction they can feel. 4. Do not answer a fool on his level, or you will become like him. This warns against being dragged into foolish arguments. 5. Answer a fool according to his folly, or he will think himself wise. This teaches silence and correction both have a time. Discernment decides which. Sending a message by a fool is like cutting off your own feet and drinking harm. This means entrusting responsibility to fools guarantees damage. 7. A proverb in the mouth of a fool is like a useless limp leg. This shows wisdom quoted without understanding becomes distorted. Honoring a fool is like tying a stone to the sling before throwing it. This teaches misplaced honor turns into a weapon. Honoring a fool is like preparing a weapon that will be used wrongly. 9. A proverb in a fool's mouth is like a thorn in a drunk man's hand. This means fools misuse wisdom and hurt others with it. 10. Like an archer who wounds everyone is one who hires a fool or passerby. This teaches careless decisions injure innocent people. 11. Like a dog returning to its vomit is a fool repeating his foolishness. This warns refusal to learn locks a person in cycles of ruin. 12. Do you see someone wise in his own eyes? There is more hope for a fool than for him. This teaches pride is more dangerous than ignorance. 13. The sluggard says, "There's a lion in the road, a lion in the streets." This shows laziness, invents excuses to avoid responsibility. As a door turns on its hinges, so a lazy person turns in bed. This means motion without progress defines sloth. 15. The sluggard buries his hand in the dish and is too tired to bring it back to his mouth. This exposes laziness, carried to absurd self-sabotage. The lazy person is wiser in his own eyes than 7 people who answer sensibly. This teaches pride often masks laziness. Grabbing a dog by the ears is what it's like to meddle in someone else's conflict. This warns unnecessary involvement invites injury. 18. Like a madman throwing firebrands, arrows, and death is one who deceives a neighbor and says, "I was only joking." This teaches real harm is not excused by intent. Deception can destroy even when disguised as humor. 20. Without wood, a fire goes out. Without a gossip, conflict dies. This means strife survives on repeated speech. 21. As charcoal fuels embers and wood feeds fire, so a quarrelsome person fuels conflict. This teaches some personalities thrive on division. 22. The words of a gossip are like sweet bites, they sink deep into the heart. This warns gossip feels harmless, but poisons inwardly. 23. Like silver coating cheap pottery are smooth words hiding an evil heart. This teaches appearances can conceal corruption. 24. An enemy disguises himself with speech, but stores deception inside. This warns charm is not trustworthiness. 25. When he speaks graciously, don't believe him, for 7 abominations fill his heart. This means consistent character matters more than tone. 26. Though hatred hides behind deception, it will be exposed publicly. This assures concealed evil cannot remain hidden forever. 27. Whoever digs a pit will fall into it, and whoever rolls a stone, it will roll back on him. This teaches malicious intent rebounds on the one who schemes. 28. A lying tongue hates its victims, and flattering speech brings ruin. This concludes deception destroys both the deceived and the deceiver. Proverbs 26, Phase 2. Historical and cultural anchorings. Proverbs 26 speaks into an ancient society where honor, speech, labor, and reputation directly affected survival and stability. Foolishness was not merely irritating, it was dangerous. A fool placed in authority could collapse a household, a marketplace, or a community. Laziness threatened provision. Gossip could fracture families and tribes. Deception carried real social and economic consequences. This chapter reflects a culture that understood wisdom as practical protection and folly as a destabilizing force that spread if unchecked. Modern application. Today, Proverbs 26 reads like a diagnostic scan of modern life. We see fools elevated through popularity, platforms, or charisma. We see laziness masked as burnout or entitlement. We see gossip amplified through digital speech, humor weaponized as just joking, and deception softened with charm and flattery. This chapter teaches that wisdom is still protective, foolishness still destructive, and discernment still necessary. The settings have changed, but the human heart has not. Linguistic anchorings. The Hebrew language in Proverbs 26 relies heavily on vivid imagery and sharp contrasts. Animals, tools, fire, food, and bodily harm are used to make foolishness unforgettable. Parallelism reinforces cause and effect. Foolish actions produce predictable outcomes. The Veritas 365 translation preserves this force while expressing it in modern language that remains direct, concrete, and unsanitized, ensuring the warning still lands with weight. Theological anchorings. Theologically, Proverbs 26 affirms that God is not neutral toward foolishness. Wisdom aligns with order, restraint, humility, and truth. Folly aligns with chaos, pride, laziness, and deception. God exposes hidden motives, dismantles flattery, and allows self-destructive behavior to collapse under its own weight. The chapter teaches that divine justice often operates through natural consequences rather than immediate intervention. Key themes. Misplaced honor. Elevating fools causes harm. Discernment in speech. Not every argument deserves engagement. Pride versus teachability. Self-perceived wisdom blocks correction. Laziness exposed. Excuses replace effort and erode responsibility. Gossip and deception. Words can inflame, poison, or destroy. Inevitable consequence. Schemes recoil on the schemer. Closing thought. Proverbs 26 strips away excuses. It exposes how foolishness disguises itself as confidence, humor, cleverness, or caution. Wisdom is not loud, flashy, or self-promoting, but it is protective. This chapter calls the reader to examine not only others, but themselves. Where pride resists correction, where speech fuels conflict, and where laziness hides behind justification. God's wisdom does not merely inform, it preserves life. Reflection prompts. Where might pride be preventing correction or growth in your life? Are there conversations you should disengage from or address wisely? How do your words influence peace or conflict around you? In what ways might subtle laziness be eroding responsibility or discipline?